April. I'm going to take a picture with her. Oh man, this is unbelievable. I mean, this, you know.
Yeah, I'll tell you a bit about what we are doing here. So this is what I like to call the best section at CCF, also known as our model farm.
Does Dr. Laurie know that you're seeing this?
Yes, she does. She does. And what we're doing here is inviting farmers from all over Namibia to come and see how we are mitigating human-wildlife conflict. We know that 90% of the Namibian cheetah population are found on farm lands. So the best way that we're going to help the cheetah is helping those farmers. And we like to invite these farmers here because we don't want to go out to their farms and tell them how to farm. That's their job. We don't want to tell people how to do their job. We bring them here. I hopefully get them excited by what we're doing here, and they take those ideas back to their farm. And then we teach two things. We teach the livestock guarding dogs, like you, beautiful girl, and we teach livestock management. The reason we teach both is because the dogs, they'll only work well if there is good livestock management. And we also currently have a 1 to 3 year waiting list for one of these dogs. And so we don't want to tell a farmer you're going to have to wait till you get a dog. We want to be able to help them straight away. And there's 3 simple things we teach. Number 1 is what you can see around us, fencing, or what we call our kraals. We know that most predators are active at dawn, dusk, and at night. So we just make sure that we put our animals in a safe area where most predators are active, and it already reduces your livestock losses.
Correct.
We do tell farmers that the fences does not need to be as high or as strong as our fences, but we just have 19 escape artists on site, don't we? And one of the big problems that cheetahs face is that they are a day hunter. And usually they're the predator that the farmers see the most, which is why they get the most persecution, sadly. The second thing we teach is animal health. Another very simple thing. Ill or injured animals are an easy meal to a predator. And so we try to reduce the easiness of that meal to the predator. So we'll check all of our animals before they go out into the field. And the simple thing we do is tell farmers to keep that ill or injured animal in the fenced area until it's fit enough to go out with the herd. We also tell farmers to check their animals once they've come back from the field as well, because if it isn't predators causing problems, it's the thorns on the trees, poisonous plants, bits of rubbish that they might find out in the field. Anything that could cause harm, if we pick it up, the sooner the better, and the sooner we can treat that animal. We are very lucky here at CCF that we do have an on-site veterinary clinic. The vet team will come out and give that animal health training to the farmers. They much prefer to hear it from a vet in person than listening to me that doesn't have that much of a vet background. And they really buy into that. And we also share our vaccinations and deworming schedules with the farmer. And although I joke with them that we're the best section at CCF, I'll never tell anyone that we're the best at what we do. But as you know, probably from Dipanjan, we are a research facility. We're always constantly trying to improve. And so we'll also listen to farmers. They may have ideas that we haven't tried. We'll have the ability to try it here. If it works, we'll add it to the next training session. If it doesn't, we will just tell the farmer why it doesn't work and what they need to look out for. Because it's all about building those relationships with farmers. And then the final one, which is what you can sort of see over there, is that and the hardest one to convince farmers on is breeding one time of the year. Farmers think they're going to make the most money by constantly breeding.
Correct.
But they'll always have kids or lambs with the herd. And that's an easy meal for a predator.
Absolutely,
So we teach them about breeding one time of the year. So you have all of your youngsters at the same time, and they could grow up in the fenced area until they're big enough to go out with the herd, which is usually 3 months of age. And so now you have a more safe and secure herd. What we have found by doing that, though, farmers constantly breeding, because the females don't have much time to get back into good condition, they may only have 1 or 2 kids each time. Here at CCF, our goats and sheep are giving birth to triplets and quadruplets.
Wow.
So we're having the same productivity rate, but a more safe and secure herd.
Wow.
And then from a management point of view, it's a lot easier getting these guys all on the same vaccination and deworming schedule if they're all born at the same time each year. Those 3 simple techniques that is going to get you that up to 60% reduction in livestock losses. And that's how we start with our training over here at the model farm. So I started here 6 years ago.
Okay.
Originally from England, but the weather is a whole lot better out here. Although you guys might not think it today with how cold it is. But yeah, I originally came here in 2017 and did my masters on the dogs. Fell in love with Namibia, CCF, and just absolutely loved this place. So I left my CV with Dr. Laurie.
Yeah.
And then 2 years later, she asked me to come run the dog program, took over the goats and sheep, and now I'm the curator.
I want to take a picture with her.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. April. Come on. Now you're shy. Now you're shy. Yeah, now you're shy. Good girl. Good girl. April's a good girl. That's April. Goody. Oh my God, look at these.
Okay. Oh. Here we have 5 adorable puppies here for Mama here. These guys, they can have up to 14 puppies in a litter.
Wow. Whoa. Look at him.
That one's going to be a good guarding dog.
Yeah, indeed. Already the traits are so strong. How old are they?
These guys are 4 weeks on
4
Monday.
weeks, yeah? Beautiful. Woo.
Dr. Laurie Marker, the founder and executive director of the Cheetah Conservation Fund, started this program in 1994. And since then, we've placed 798 dogs across Namibia.
Wow.
And we currently have 173 dogs out on farms at the moment. And these guys, they get an 80 to 100% reduction in livestock losses. These guys, as I mentioned, can get up to 15 years of age and get up to 80 kilos in weight. So they are pretty incredible.
Absolutely incredible.
And the reason that they work so well is obviously they are a canine. That makes them a predator themselves. Predators are smart. They don't want to come in contact with other predators, so you could risk them getting injured. If they get injured, they're not going to be as successful as hunting. So most predators, as soon as they smell one of these guys, they keep far away. But if something was to come close, these dogs have no fear. They'll put themselves between the herd and the predator. They are actually a banned breed in 12 countries for being an aggressive dog.
Oh.
Are you aggressive? No.
But it's I always tell people there are no bad dogs, only bad humans.
Yes, no. And it is because people try and raise them in apartments and they get bored and then they get aggressive. One of the crazy facts about this dog breed is that it has the strongest bite of any of the dog breeds.
Does it beat the pit bull?
Beats the pit bull, beats the mastiff, Rottweiler, anything. 734 psi. You could Google it.
Wow.
And a lion's bite force is 610 psi. So they have a stronger bite force than a lion.
Wow.
But obviously a lion will cause more damage because they're heavier and they've got bigger canines. But for bite force,
he's gonna chunk off it. Gone.
And so that's why they are a banned breed, because if you do get bitten, you're gonna know about it. Even though she's got puppies, she's very happy with us.
Absolutely,
Happy with us being here. And that's because we do give her the time, space, and energy so that she can be a proper doggo, a proper working dog. She's originally from Portugal. And then on the application form, we're asking the farmer about their farm, their livestock, what predators they've seen, what livestock they've lost to which predators, and how they've controlled predators in the past. Sadly, a few of them do say shooting or trapping, which was obviously what we're trying to change here at CCF. But these guys are making the biggest difference in saving cheetahs here in Namibia. Once that application comes back to us, it does go onto our waiting list, which, as I mentioned, is 1 to 3 years. So we'll check that there's good water, we'll check that there's shelter, we'll check the herd condition, because if they keep the herd in good condition, they usually keep the dog in good condition. We'll look at fencing. We don't want any dogs taking their eyes out on bad fencing. And then we'll also make sure there's no major roads going through the farm. The reason these guys work is they form bonds with the herd. And they're not trained on any predator in particular. So they'll protect against leopard, lion, cheetah, hyena. Some of them do protect against cars. And that's why we make sure there's no major roads going through the farm, because sadly dog versus car doesn't always work. But that does lead me on to our biggest problem. snake bite. These guys do not have any fear.
Wow.
So they'll go straight up to a snake. And that's our biggest loss in the program. But as I said, we're always constantly trying to improve ourselves. So for the first time last year, we now train these dogs to keep away from snakes. So we do snake aversion training.
What kind of snakes do you have here in Namibia?
The main problem snakes for these dogs are puff adder, zebra cobra, and black mamba.
Wow.
But because of the slow metabolism, if we get these dogs here within 12 hours or to a vet and get anti-venom through them, we have a high success rate of saving these guys.
So we are meeting Spucky or Koda?
Spucky and Koda.
Spucky and Koda.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, who's this?
Koda. Koda.
Koda. Okay. Spucky, sunbathing.
Yeah, he's gonna be enjoying the sun. He loves the sun.
Yeah, so my question to you was, when you relocate the babies, once they are trained to herd and be at their best at whatever they have to be doing, do you spay them or neuter them?
Yeah, so all of our dogs go out spayed and neutered.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there's already a big problem of overbreeding, unregulated breeding here in Namibia. We don't want to add to that problem.
Yeah.
And especially because the health and welfare of all of our dogs is very important to us.
Yeah.
So we don't want anything to happen to these guys. So they do get spayed and neutered. These dogs also work better spayed and neutered.
Yeah.
Especially the males, because if the male goes out uncastrated and there's a female in heat nearby, that boy is running straight towards that female.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we need their full focus to be on that guarding. And as I said, we don't want to add to that problem.
Absolutely.
But here at CCF, we are wanting to do spay and neuter campaigns, which is why we do have our mixed breed dogs now here on site, which we're bringing in from farms, assisting with the spaying and neutering of those adults, and then using those puppies to place on other farmers' farms, as well as giving one back to the farmer that we've raised around our Anatolians and Kangals, so they've picked up the same instinct. So we're nurturing that instinct, which I think is a great way for you that you put it earlier.
Spucky. Hey, sunbathing. You're sunbathing.
Good boy, buddy. Yeah.
Spucky, good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Oh man, I'm just loving this. Yeah.
See, as I said, this is why we are the best section.
Yeah, indeed, goes without saying. So hashtag
Best section at CCF.
Look at this.
There we go.
There we go. Spucky, oh man, this is unbelievable. I mean, this, for a canine guy in me, I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything more.
Yeah. And as you can see, they're super friendly with you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But in the wild, when they're out guarding,
Yeah.
if they see a predator, they're a completely different dog.
Yeah.
But I trust these guys completely.
Oh, this is beautiful. Good boy. Yeah. Yeah.
And so we place these dogs for 1,500 Namibian dollars.
That's not really much at all.
No, because we don't want to outprice Coda. We don't want to outprice them for any farmers.
Okay.
We don't want to outprice them for any farmers because we know that they are making the biggest difference.
Yeah.
But we do still want farmers to have an investment in the dog. And we're not just going to give the dog and say good luck. We are going to check on that dog at 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and then yearly there afterwards. So 3 months we're checking that the dog is bonding properly. 6 months we're checking the dog has started working.
Yeah.
Then 12 months and then yearly there afterwards we'll do the updated vaccinations and deworming for the farmer. The farmer only has to keep the dog in good condition food-wise.
So how old are these?
So Spucky here is 7 and Coda is 6. See, Coda?
Echo.
Yes, something that they're not happy about.
Yeah.
They had that beautiful deep bark.
Absolutely.
And these dairy goats came in 2008, and it was a stroke of genius from Dr. Laurie Marker. Because this section is all about building relationships with farmers. And how best to do that? By showing them how they can make the most money out of their farm. And dairy goats are highly profitable. They can produce up to 6 liters each of milk a day.
Wow, that's massive.
Which is incredible. And that milk goes to our on-site creamery where we make soap, fudge, cheese, and the final reason why we are the best section at CCF ice cream. I don't see cheetahs making ice cream.
You don't seem to get away from that. The best section at CCF.
Yeah.
Thanks much for absolutely valuable time that you have provided in giving us so much insights into what goes on alongside the CCF. While people know CCF for the cheetahs, but it's been greatly insightful as you know, like how you have been curating the Anatolians to help with the larger outlook of how the society wants to interact or should be interacting with the predators.
Yeah, no, as you said it perfectly. Here at CCF, we're not just the cheetahs. What Laurie has done over the last 35 years is built a whole sort of community around it, because we know that communities are very important. So we have genetics on site, we have education, we have what I like to say the best section, the corral. All of these things come together to save the cheetah, because if we were just doing cheetahs, we don't save their habitats where they need to be. So everything comes together to save the cheetah. So all these departments, I should say, come together to make that difference. And as I said, I always say that that's the best department, because I think it's making the biggest difference.
Guys, this is Walking the Talk with Calum, who is the curator for undoubtedly the best section in the CCF.
Thank you very much.
Leave a note and tell me, did we do it right? Did we hashtag this right as the best section in the CCF?
Hashtag best section CCF.